Hello, History 235 Online African American History 1. I'm John Walker Davis, and I'm going to be leading you through this course. It's going at the speed of light. Got a lot to cover, and I've been behind, and I'll take the blame for that. But I want to give you specific instructions for how you're going to navigate this class. And you obviously want to start here where it says start here, and it gives you a number of videos to figure out how to navigate and do well on online classes. So use those as best you can. And then you also have the main page, which gives you announcements, but also some further information like your online student guide, which is important, your online course dictionary, student handbook, and a student survival handbook. So those are all important. But for you doing well in this class, there are 3 other specific spaces that you need to navigate. And the first one is your resources. I've already got your first and second chapters, which your first exam will be on. Don't freak out when you hear this, but on Thursday, no, let's make it Friday the 20th, but then you're going to have a test every 3 days after that. So that seems fair. So it gives you several days to actually figure out how to navigate this system and how to do well in this course. After resources, the next big thing that you need to understand how to navigate under this particular navigation system, news and resources. That's where I post information about what we're discussing. And this first chapter that you're studying deals with a lot of different information, and it covers thousands of years. So it's the most difficult chapter in the book, which I guess, teachers are never supposed to say that. Chapter 2 begins to discuss information that you're going to be familiar with. And so, but always check this, because I'm going to probably post something every day or at least every other day that you need to watch and listen to. And you just get that under news and announcements. And next big important icon, coursework. That's where you're going to take your quizzes and your exams. And so I haven't opened up your first quiz, but you'll be able to take this particular quiz up to 4 times. And then when I post your test, or your test will be due on Friday, you should be familiar with all the questions. So that's why I do that. Even though every time you take the quiz, it's going to be very different, because it pulls from a different group of questions, but it's dealing with the same specifics in the chapter. So I'm not trying to confuse you, but trying to get you to understand what's going on. And those particular quizzes do not count against you. So take them, even though if you don't know the answer, but take down some notes and pay attention to what I know this, I know that. And so that'll help you succeed when you take the exams in this class. And also, it's important to understand that what is this class about? It's about how systemic racism develops in the United States. It focuses on how British North America is very different from how the Spanish established their colonies, how the Portuguese established their colonies. Were very different systems of slavery. Not that we can really talk about one particular slave society better than one slave society, because that's something that you can't really argue. But what we're going to witness is the development of systemic racism within the United States in the late 1600s. And it's going to gain momentum through the 1700s, and then after the development of the cotton gin and the Louisiana Purchase, slavery in the South is going to dramatically increase. And if you look at your course description, this is a very specific moment that the English colonies at that time will change from a society with slaves into a slave society. While that seems like subtle wording, it's very, very significant, because the foundation of the economy will be founded on the blood and sweat of slaves. And if you remove that, you never are able to develop this wealthy portion of the southern United States. Moreover, slavery is going to be looked at very differently. Jefferson, even though he was a racist and saw white people as superior, he saw slavery as a necessary evil. But it's going to shift in the 1820s and 30s into an institution that is seen as a positive good. That the systemic racism that I discussed early, that becomes embedded in the legal system, it's going to be embedded in the academic system, it's going to be embedded in the social system. How that particular transition is really important to understand in this particular class. And that's ultimately what's going to lead to a civil war. Now, having said that, I'm not saying that racism only existed in the South. Racism and institutional racism is not a Southern phenomenon. It's an American phenomenon. Because by the time we get to the early 1800s, and after the cotton gin, as factories begin to emerge in the Northeast, they have no problem with the existence of slavery. They're getting cheap cotton. So that's something also to remember. And it should help you to think about how the Civil War came about a little differently, and then what happens after the Civil War. Those are some important ideas to struggle with. So look over the course description and everything in the syllabus, and that'll give you an understanding of what I'm trying to provide you ideologically. So remember to start here, go to the main page, go to coursework, take your quizzes and exams, news and announcements for lectures, short lectures, sometimes some funny stuff, and for your chapters, resources, and also post PowerPoints there. And the discussion forum, which we will work out. I'm going to get scolded because I haven't done what I'm supposed to do on this. But you'll probably get your discussion forum instead of a typing forum. You'll get it from me talking like I am right now every day to respond to what people have said. And I'll probably post something that I want you to respond to. Sometimes I find that actually a little bit more intriguing, and it just makes it a little more human when you're seeing and watching someone talk, and then you're critiquing what those individuals are saying. So that's how this class will unfold. If you live within the Talladega area, I am at school. I'll be through school next week. This week, and partially next week. And I am in Seymour 204, John Walker Davis. I'm not sure if I actually told you my name, but it's on the syllabus. John Walker Davis. My phone number is on the syllabus. You can text me. My email is on the syllabus, so you can email me. You can also call me, but I generally keep my ringer off just because I'm always busy. So Text is better, email is better, but I'm here to work for you. So let me know what I can do to help you out, and let me know what I can do to make this class better. And so that's 10 minutes. That's enough. So looking forward to working with you guys, two of y'all, and hopefully you're going to learn something from this class. So be well and be safe.